Happy Monday, everybody. Did you have a good weekend? Are you ready for an awesome week? I know I am. It's time for Unboxed Daily. Welcome to Unboxed Daily. I'm your host, Jason, and it is a beautiful day today, December 4th. I'm super excited to see you. Hope you're excited to see some awesome unboxing and product review videos. Any thoughts or questions? Leave me that comment or tweet at me at GetUnboxed. Today, we're gonna start with the folks over at Gamer Ranks and their review of 5 great games that might not have hit your radar during the month of November. Now, you might know the Gamer Ranks guys from their Before You Buy series. They're always awesome. They're fully in-depth, great reviews of games, and with these 5 off-the-beaten-path games, it's absolutely no exception.
I am a huge fan of this game not relying too heavily on the movies. I mean, the movie stuff does make it in, obviously. I mean, just look at the villain. It's Kang the Conqueror. He isn't a small villain by any means, but he's also not as known as Thanos or Loki, and he's kind of a deep cut. It's just cool to see the devs really doing it different. As usual, the best part of this game is getting to mess around with all the playable heroes and playing around with their moveset, and I'm still surprised by how different a lot of the heroes do feel. But one thing that bothers me about this game, and that really this goes for all the LEGO games, is that sometimes it's hard to tell what my next objective is.
Now, once you get one of those 5 awesome games, you gotta ask yourself, what's the right system on which to play them? But if you wanna see the PS4 Pro against the Xbox One X side by side, we've got the hookup right here with Chris from Daily Tech, who's showing off how beautiful these systems are in side-by-side comparisons of the same games.
The One X's edge in raw power comes from a slightly faster CPU, 2.3 GHz 8-core AMD versus a 2.1 GHz 8-core AMD on the PlayStation. The One X has 6 teraflops of performance versus 4.2 on the PlayStation and 12 gigs of RAM versus 8. The One X also costs $100 more at $500 versus $400 for the PS4 Pro. But what really makes this comparison worth doing, and what's so interesting about it, is that both consoles have differing 4K HDR capabilities.
Now, you might not be a fan of first-person shooters, but those games are a great way to really understand graphics in both a high-motion and high-intensity environment. So if you're playing those and you see just awesome movement, every little detail, you know that the system you're playing on is right for you. Switching gears for a moment, we're gonna switch over from home gaming to home improvement by taking a look at the Norton Core router from this video from Kevin the Tech Ninja. One of the cool things about this router is that not only is it really secure and really functional, but it's actually a nice piece of decor. It's got a little bit of a futuristic vibe to it, while at the same time is maybe a bit of a conversation starter.
Norton says the Core isn't the fastest router out there, but what it is, it's a balance between speed and security and also user-friendly. Norton Core learns behavior and it gets smarter over time. And you can prioritize devices to make sure things like Netflix on your TV isn't interrupted by someone playing Call of Duty on your network. Now, speaking of Call of Duty, Family Controls offers time limits by user and also device. It also features content filtering. You can block specific websites or specific topics too.
You know, in the age of functionality and security being important to home consumers, finding something like this Norton Core router is an incredible find. Now, speaking of home security, getting smart about your doorbell has become a really important part of home ownership over the last few years. And the folks at Ring have been leading the charge. Their home video monitoring system, along with their personal detection system, has become a standard for most new homeowners. You're gonna wanna check out this video from Andrew Edwards, who's looking at several different versions of the Ring home security system and the different video monitoring systems that they offer.
One of my personal favorite pieces of smart home tech is the smart doorbell category. So that's where I'm going to start off. Let's take a look at the Ring Video Doorbell Pro. The Ring Video Doorbell Pro is seen as a step up from the original Ring Video Doorbell with its upgraded hardware and enhanced looks. You can replace your existing doorbell with the Ring Video Doorbell Pro using the same wiring as your current one. With the Ring Video Doorbell Pro, you can answer your door no matter where you are in the world.
You know, as cool as the Ring systems are, I don't know that I need it. I got my boy Kyle right over here. He's gonna stand in front of my door 24/7 with a baseball bat, right? Yep. Yeah? How crystal clear is that camera? I mean, it's 1080p, it's beautiful footage, it's as good as any cell phone, and you get a really clear shot of the guy who tried to break down your front door and steal all your stuff. And speaking of great cameras, we're taking a look at the HTC U11. Yeah, I got that right. Hot damn. We're gonna show you a video from Danny Winget comparing 2 awesome phones that have an interesting storied history. We're gonna take a look at the HTC U11 and the Pixel 2 XL. Now what's interesting is LG makes the 2XL, but originally the HTC U11 was going to be the 2XL. So what you're sort of looking at is version 2 versus version 1 in a head-to-head battle.
I think in a lot of ways, I think this could have been a better Pixel 2 XL. I like the build quality better, the specs would have been a little bit nicer, and I actually don't mind a higher quality LCD versus an OLED panel. And it still has the 18:9, it still has the dual sound, it still has a lot of the things. And with the one sensor on here, they could have put that same technology in here where we could have done portrait mode. And I think this would have been a more convincing and more unique looking Pixel 2 XL.
But you have to admit, it's a pretty good looking phone and the specs are certainly up to snuff. And that's it for today's show. Thanks as always for joining. If you want to know more about the unboxers we featured here today, the videos that they produced, any of the products mentioned, head on over to unboxed.tv, or if you have an iOS device, look us up on the App Store. In the meantime, I'll be back tomorrow with more great videos from the world of product reviews and unboxings, like I always am. If you liked what you saw or you want to throw some shade at me, hit me up in those comments or tweet at me and get unboxed. In the meantime, I'll see you here tomorrow. Have a great day.